I see you there, sipping your morning tea, watching the light filter through the kitchen window. You've lived long, collected stories and memories, and maybe you felt that silent whisper in your bones, a reminder that age brings both wisdom and fragility. Perhaps you've noticed a twinge when you bend to tie your shoes, or a gentle ache as you stand from a favorite armchair. You're not alone. We all want to stay strong, vibrant, and full of life. Today, together, we'll explore 3 drinks you might want to leave behind now that you're over 60, and how simple choices can help protect those precious bones you rely on. You might wonder why a drink, something so ordinary and routine, could matter so much to your skeletal health. The truth is that what we drink becomes part of our bodies, influencing how bones regenerate and repair. Every sip can either nourish or challenge our frame. It's not about blaming or regret, it's about understanding. When we honor our bodies with knowledge, we empower ourselves to make choices that help maintain our independence. Picture yourself thriving, able to walk paths in the park, garden, pet a grandchild, and embrace daily life without fear of fracture. That vision is within reach. Imagine celebrating a milestone birthday next year, free from the worry of a brittle wrist or a fractured hip. Recall the joy of dancing at a family gathering or laughing wholeheartedly with lifelong friends. Those moments require strength and resilience, qualities that grow when we care for our bones. Today, we step forward with compassion for ourselves, ready to learn which 3 drinks have the potential to harm our bone density, and what alternatives can fill our cups with nourishing joy. Think back to times when you've seen a loved one struggle after a fall, how quickly life's rhythm can change. Maybe you remember a parent or friend who needed extra support, reminding you how precious mobility truly is. That isn't a tale meant to scare you, but to fuel your determination. We all deserve to move confidently through our days. By understanding the effects of certain beverages, you'll gain control over your bone health. Together, let's shine a light on habits you can adjust right away, helping you build stronger foundations for many tomorrows. Our bones are living tissue, continually renewing in a dance of breakdown and rebuild. Cells called osteoclasts busy themselves breaking down old bone, while osteoblasts craft new bone in its place. This cycle slows naturally as we age, tipping the balance toward fewer new cells. But our choices can either support or hamper that growth. Essential nutrients like calcium, vitamin D, protein, and magnesium are cast as heroes in this tale. Yet there are less obvious culprits that can tip the scales unfavorably, hidden in our daily drinks, quietly eroding bone strength over time. Calcium is famously the cornerstone of strong bones, yet without vitamin D to shepherd its absorption, it can't fully deliver its promise. Sunlight is a key ally in vitamin D production, but in many seasons or climates, it's not enough. Proper nutrition and mindful beverage choices can fill that gap. Meanwhile, factors like excessive sodium, sugar, caffeine, and certain acids can increase calcium loss through urine. Over time, this imbalance can manifest as decreased bone mineral density, making us more vulnerable to fractures. Let's reveal 3 everyday beverages that may be undermining those crucial processes. First on our list is the classic cola, a bubbly treat that has charmed generations. But beneath that familiar fizz lies phosphoric acid. This additive enhances flavor, yet it also encourages calcium to leach from bones and exit the body. Research has linked higher cola consumption with lower bone density, especially in women. Imagine reaching for a glass at lunch or dinner, only to unknowingly invite a slow depletion of your skeletal strength. It's a habit woven into social gatherings, but knowledge gives you freedom. Recognizing the danger is the first step toward making shifts that support your well-being. When you pause to consider your choices, you realize that many of us grew up with colas as staple refreshments. They accompanied birthday cakes, holiday feasts, and backyard barbecues. Yet our bodies change. What might have passed without notice in our 40s could leave a lasting mark in our 60s and beyond. If you're enjoying a daily can or 2, it's time to reflect on alternatives. Sparkling water with a twist of citrus, herbal teas steeped to perfection, and naturally flavored waters can scratch that fizzy itch without the phosphate burden. Next, let's talk about those energy drinks that promise a zestful jolt just when you need it. Their vibrant packaging and bold flavors can be tempting, especially if you feel you need a lift for afternoon tasks or social outings. But hidden within are high levels of caffeine, sugar, and often sodium. Overconsumption of caffeine has been shown to reduce calcium absorption, and excessive sugar promotes inflammation, which in turn disrupts bone cell function. Sodium encourages calcium excretion. All these factors converge to weaken your skeletal scaffolding, creating a higher risk for brittle bones over time. Perhaps you've reached for an energy drink after a late night or to push through a sluggish morning. We understand the allure. It's a quick spur of vitality, but there are gentler ways to energize. A brisk walk in fresh air, gentle stretching, or a glass of water infused with mint and cucumber can rejuvenate you without undermining bone health. If caffeine is a non-negotiable part of your routine, consider spacing it out, opting for green tea in moderation, and pairing it with calcium-rich snacks to offset potential mineral loss. Our third contender is often perceived as innocent, sweetened fruit juices. A tall glass brimming with vibrant color can feel like a healthy choice, an easy way to gather vitamins. But many store-bought varieties are loaded with concentrated sugars, soaring glycemic loads, and minimal fiber. That sugar spike triggers insulin release, creating cycles of inflammation that disturb bone remodeling. Additionally, high sugar intake can lead to weight gain, and excessive fat tissue produces chemicals that further erode bone density. It's a double-edged sword, perceived health versus hidden harm. We might pour that juice, believing it fuels our vitality, yet over time it may diminish the very structure we stand upon. Instead of a glass of refined fruit nectar, consider whole fruits paired with nuts or dairy. A half cup of pure, unsweetened juice can be diluted in water for flavor without overwhelming your system. When you snack on an orange or a handful of berries, you savor fiber, antioxidants, and moderate natural sugars, promoting balanced blood sugar and supporting healthy bones. It's a subtle shift that honors your body's delicate needs. Pausing to make these changes can feel like uprooting familiar comforts, but think of it as planting seeds for stronger tomorrows. You don't have to eliminate every sip overnight. Begin by tracking how often you reach for colas, energy drinks, or sugary juices in a typical week. Awareness without judgment is key. When you notice a pattern, replace one glass at a time with water or a nourishing alternative. Over a month, those small swaps add up to a dramatic improvement in your mineral balance, hydration levels, and overall well-being. Imagine filling a glass with chilled fresh water tricked out with slices of lemon, sprigs of rosemary, or colorful berries. Now close your eyes and taste the brightness, knowing your bones are thankful. Picture yourself nursing a warm mug of chamomile or rooibos in the evening, the gentle aroma guiding you toward restful sleep. Think of the satisfaction you'll feel as you select a calcium-rich milk or plant-based alternative, perhaps enhanced with vitamin D, enjoying a drink that directly supports your skeletal framework. As we adjust our liquid rituals, let's also embrace certain practices that complement these new beverage habits. Aim for brief walks each day under the gentle sun. Simply standing in sunlight for 15 minutes can spark vitamin D production, aiding calcium absorption. Incorporate gentle strength training or balance exercises to stimulate bone-building signals. A few sets of light resistance band movements, chair dips, or calf raises can make a world of difference over time. Pair these actions with mindful sipping, and you're crafting an environment where your bones can thrive. Don't underestimate the power of protein to feed bone matrix formation. Consider sipping a fortified plant protein shake in the morning, or stirring a scoop of collagen powder into your herbal tea. Pairing protein with calcium-rich ingredients like a yogurt smoothie blended with spinach, banana, and a dash of cinnamon gives your bones the building blocks they crave. Keep portions balanced, focusing on whole food sources. When you nourish your muscles and bones together, you enhance stability, reduce fall risk, and elevate your confidence in daily movements. Hydration itself deserves our attention. Dehydration can thicken blood, impair circulation, and hamper nutrient delivery to bone tissue. If plain water feels mundane, explore caffeine-free herbal blends or subtly flavored seltzers. Carry a refillable bottle to gently remind yourself throughout the day. Honor your body's thirst as a signal, not an annoyance. When you respond consistently, you cultivate a foundation for healthy cell function, including those dedicated to rebuilding bone. Remember that moderation is your friend. You don't have to shun every labeled treat. A small celebratory glass of wine on special occasions can still be part of your lifestyle, so long as it's infrequent and complemented with nourishing meals. The concern arises with daily or habitual excess. If you love a cola now and then, allow it in context, not as a daily ritual. It's the pattern of consumption that matters most. Gentle redirection of habits creates sustainable progress rather than deprivation-fueled backlash. Let's revisit our 3 drinks and frame them in a new light. Instead of reaching for a cola, choose a sparkling mineral water with a twist of lime. When tempted by an energy drink, brew an invigorating matcha or green tea, sipping it slowly alongside a handful of almonds. If a sweet fruit drink calls your name, blend your own smoothie with whole fruits, greens, and yogurt, controlling sugar content and pumping up fiber. Over weeks, these small acts of self-care will ripple outward, strengthening your bones and uplifting your spirit. Dietary balance is part of the picture, but so is rest. Bones repair and build during sleep. Create a calming evening ritual that might include a warm, sleep-promoting beverage like tart cherry juice, diluted with water, a pinch of magnesium powder, or chamomile tea. Turn off screens early, dim the lights, and allow your body to shift into recovery mode. When you reward your body with quality rest combined with mindful nourishment, you set the stage for robust bone remodeling and overall vitality. If you find yourself craving something sweet after dinner, reach for a small piece of dark chocolate or a spoonful of nut butter instead of juice. A tiny indulgence can satisfy without unsettling blood sugar or displacing water. Each time you redirect a craving toward a supportive choice, you reinforce a healthier pattern. Over time, your taste preferences adapt, and you may discover a profound sense of empowerment as you prioritize what truly benefits your body. Supportive social connections can amplify these habits. Invite a friend for a daily water walk or tea tasting session. Share recipes for infused drinks. Swap tips on calcium-rich meals, and cheer each other on as you track progress. When we journey together, motivation soars and habits stick more readily. Celebrate small wins like a week without colas, or the first day you feel a burst of energy after swapping an energy drink for green tea. These milestones build your confidence and fortify your resolve. It's also wise to consult your healthcare provider when making significant dietary adjustments. They can assess your individual needs, check your bone density, and ensure you're meeting targets for calcium and vitamin D. If supplements are recommended, integrate them with meals to boost absorption. Regular check-ins and screenings create a feedback loop, confirming that your new habits are paying off and giving you peace of mind. Perhaps the most powerful tip is to cultivate patience. Bone remodeling is not a race, it's a steady marathon. You may not see dramatic changes overnight, but each mindful sip, each nourishing bite, and each gentle exercise set contributes to long-term strength. Reflect on how far you've come once a month. Note improvements in energy, stability, or even how your clothes fit differently as hydration balances fluid retention. Celebrate progress, no matter how small, and let it fuel your continued dedication. As you weave these practices into your daily tapestry, you'll discover that caring for bone health transcends age. It becomes a symbol of self-respect, a message that you deserve vibrancy, longevity, and the freedom to move without worry. When you refuse to settle for fragility, you send a powerful message to yourself and those who look to you as a role model. Your choices echo through your family, friends, and community, inspiring others to seek strong, resilient living. In this journey, remember that joy and moderation can coexist. A glass of sparkling wine at sunset, a bite of birthday cake with loved ones, or a shared scoop of ice cream can be cherished moments, integrated thoughtfully into a balanced lifestyle. The key is to ensure that the everyday choices, our daily beverages, align with our deepest desire for health, strength, and independence. By planning for mindful enjoyment, you avoid feeling deprived and stay connected to life's celebrations. Let's pause and take a moment to visualize where you want to be a year from now. See yourself walking confidently through a sunlit park with friends, joining a dance class at the community center without hesitation, or simply bending down to tie a grandchild's shoelace with ease. Feel the excitement of living fully, unburdened by the fear of a break or the discomfort of joint pain. Every mindful sip and supportive habit are stepping stones toward that vibrant life. The path ahead may feel gently challenging at times, but it's also invigorating. Each liquid choice you make is an opportunity to invest in your future self. As you embrace water infusions, herbal teas, milk alternatives, and nutrient-dense smoothies, you're building an internal reservoir of strength. When you combine these with light strength exercises, sunshine, nourishing foods, and quality sleep, you cultivate a holistic ecosystem supporting bone health and overall well-being. If ever you falter, return to why you started. Recall the vision of vibrant mobility, the image of joyful gatherings, and the sense of pride in taking charge of your health. Write down your victories, no matter how small: a day without soda, a new herbal infusion you adore, a morning walk that felt refreshing. These tokens of progress remind you that change is possible and that you're fully capable of sustaining healthy habits. I want you to picture a simple daily ritual. In the morning, you fill a pretty glass bottle with cool water and slices of orange and mint. Midday, you treat yourself to a green tea paired with a handful of walnuts. In the afternoon, when another drink tempts you, you pause to stretch or sip warm ginger tea, noticing how grounded you feel. Evening brings a comforting calcium-fortified plant milk, a gentle signal that it's time to rest and restore. This routine, woven day by day, becomes your new normal. Embrace these shifts with kindness toward yourself. Sometimes life's surprises, a gathering, travel, or a craving, will tempt you back to old drinks. That's okay. What matters is how you respond, adjusting back to supportive choices without guilt. Your journey isn't defined by perfection, but by the overall pattern of caring decisions. Each new sip is a chance to strengthen your bones and your commitment to health. With every mindful beverage, you're sending a message to your cells. You deserve care, protection, and nourishment. Over the seasons, these messages accumulate, guiding your bones to maintain density, resilience, and the ability to support life's adventures. The energy you harvest from water, the calm from herbal teas, the nutrients from fortified milk alternatives, they all converge to keep you standing tall, moving freely, and embracing each day with confidence. As we near our conclusion, let's revisit the 3 drinks to avoid or limit after 60. Cola's rich in phosphoric acid, energy drinks heavy in caffeine, sugar, and sodium, and sweetened fruit juices that spike insulin and promote inflammation. These are the daily rituals that quietly erode bone density. Replacing them with water infusions, herbal and green teas, plant or dairy milks, and whole fruit-based preparations empowers you to rebuild and protect your skeleton. Your path to stronger bones is uniquely yours. Maybe you swap colas for sparkling water in a single bold move, or you gradually cut back on energy drinks over several weeks. Perhaps you start mixing unsweetened juice with water, noticing how quickly your taste buds adapt. Whatever pace feels sustainable, honor it. This is your story, a testament to resilience and self-love. By placing your health at the center of each beverage choice, you craft a future filled with strength and vitality. Thank yourself today for dedicating a few moments to learn, to listen, and to envision a more robust tomorrow. Small acts of care compound over time. The simple decision to pour a glass of nourishing liquid, to sit in sunlight for 15 minutes, to stretch before sipping, all weave together into a tapestry of wellness. You are worthy of these attentions. Your body, your bones, and your spirit are deserving of unwavering support. Hold on to the image of yourself thriving, walking unassisted, bending without hesitance, dancing freely at celebrations, and enjoying the world around you with open arms. Each mindful sip carries you closer to that reality. The 3 drinks we've highlighted are mere roadblocks to be navigated around, not walls to stop your progress. As you cultivate these new habits, you'll witness your body responding with gratitude, displaying renewed firmness and vitality. So take a deep breath now. Release any worry about past choices and affirm your commitment to the path ahead. When you stand in front of your refrigerator or pantry, you'll see opportunity instead of limitation. You'll reach for the bottle of water or the tin of herbal tea with intention, knowing that you're investing in your future. Your bones are responding with quiet gratitude, and with each day, your resilience grows. It's been a privilege to guide you through this journey. I believe in your capacity to transform small habits into profound strength. As you sip mindfully, move gently, and rest deeply, you honor the wisdom of your years and the potential of tomorrow. Thank you for spending this time with me. May your bones remain strong, your spirit uplifted, and your life enriched by every thoughtful choice you make. Now go forth, enjoy a glass of refreshing water, and remember, your bones are counting on you, and you're more than capable of supporting them as they continue to support you. Here's to healthier drinks, stronger bones, and a future full of movement, laughter, and joy.